You know, it's true in a way. The more you know about someone too quickly, the less interesting conversation can become. I remember this one person I used to talk to literally talked for freaking entire days. And then after a while, never talked again. Just like, why do we talk anymore? Just like, just like, well, should we have another conversation? Just like one word replies. It's just like, forget it then. I hate when that happens. I'm late. I'd taken too much time packing up after class, and now I was running late. The knucker must be in the music room already. Sorry, I'm late.
Yoshiyuki-kun, osoi.
I'm sorry, let me get it ready real quick. I took my guitar out of its case and tuned it. I'm all set. Did you really have to tune it? With me, I always have my guitar in tune, except when it goes out of tune. Well, no shit. But it rarely does go too far out of tune, so I don't bother tuning it like constantly, really. I play it a lot, but I don't freaking tune it all that much. Like when I notice that it sounds way off, that's when I'm like, okay, get the electric guitar tuner, let's freaking tune this freaking thing. It's a pain in the ass, because I can't tune by ear. Whenever I try, it goes more out of tune in doing so. Like even, like it could be like I just need to turn it to the right or left a little bit, like yep, and it's back in tune. But when I try to tune it by ear, it goes further out of tune, and then I'm just like, oh god, which way, shit. And at one point I even did that and a string snapped. Which is why I'm always reluctant to do that. And bass guitar, fuck doing that without the freaking electric guitar tuner. One of those snaps off, I ain't having none of that. We're playing goofy carnival music again. It sounded pretty good. But someone was off again. It was Wataru. And now Coco's getting off the beat too. Now, seriously, this doesn't make sense. There is more than just drums and bass and guitar. I think I can even hear a piano in there. Who's playing the piano then? I looked at Wataru. He was just batting at the drums, looking like he would rather be anywhere else. He must really be worried about something. Now that I thought about it, he hadn't said one word to me in class. And now I had Coco. What the hell was going on with them? Whatever it was affecting our music. I felt bad for thinking about it, but whatever was bothering Wataru was dragging the rest of us down. But if something was bothering him, I didn't want to make it worse by bringing it up. I should just leave him alone.
Yoshiyuki-kun, hi, juice.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, Wataru, and I usually get it.
たまにはお返ししなくちゃね。
Thank you, Nanako. Suddenly, the standing symbol clattered to the floor. I turned around in panic to see Wataru standing beside it. Sorry, you alright?
じゃねえよ。
What?
イチャイチャすんなって言ってんだよ。
He glared at me hard. Did that mean he knocked over the symbol on purpose? I couldn't believe it. Wataru was always so careful with his instruments.
わたるくん。
イチャつくんならどっかよそいってやれよ。
What the hell was he talking about? Oh, come on, man. You know, when I was like jokingly going on about it, just like, you know, people who brag about their relationships, people who ain't in relationships will glare at those who like brag about theirs. But you shut your mouth, bitch. And Wataru, I think, is in that category, and he's probably pissed off that, well, obviously Coco is, you know, liked him, so she, like, obviously is pained by it. And since Wataru likes Coco, he's obviously pissed off at how insensitive Yoshiyuki comes across as a result. That's my guess. What cuddle party? I would have expected Wataru to be teasing us a little at worst. Did you skip breakfast or something this morning?
そんなんじゃねえよ。
Then what's your problem? You've been acting strange since yesterday. The tension was mounting in the music room. Wataru continued staring at me straight in the eyes. It was like I'd offended him somehow. I'd never seen him like this before. It was a little agitating. I couldn't think of what I might have done to piss him off. That's 'cause you're dense. You're the one who keeps screwing up during practice. You're tripping us up.
俺のせいだと？
Huh?
やめてよ、二人とも。やめて、渡るくん。
He clicked his tongue and started putting his drumsticks away. He tossed his sheet music carelessly into his bag.
板橋くんどこ行くの？
やめだやめ。こんなのやってられっか。
Oh shit. Hey, Wataru.
俺、バンド抜けさせてもらうわ。
What? What are you saying? What about On Air Coliseum?
知らねえよもう。勝手にすりゃいいだろ。
What the? Hey, what's the matter?
とにかく、俺はもう抜けるからな。月島。
Coco stood silently in place. I couldn't see her very well, but I was sure she was trembling. Don't threaten her!
あ？
She has nothing to do with this. I'm the one you're mad at, right? But for that matter, my love life is none of your business either.
よくも抜けた。
やめてってば、もう。渡るくん。
Wataru stormed out of the music room. He even slammed the door on his way out. That didn't sound like a slam. What the hell is going on with him? There's no wonder why he's so pissed off at Yoshiyuki, man. He's the densest protagonist I've ever seen, possibly. Coco grabbed her bag in a hurry. For reasons unknown, no, for reasons known, she also ran out of the room.
ココ。
It had seemed like such a beautiful day, but I just now noticed a cold wind rattling the windows. The wind was howling. It was like... dense. It was actually saying you are dense. It was a while after the ugly incident in the music room. Nanaka and I stayed and practiced for a while, but we couldn't concentrate. We had just cleaned up and now we were on our way home.
あのさ、
Huh?
きっと板橋くん、なんか理由があるんだよ。
I think so too, but he didn't even give me a chance to ask what was wrong. He was obviously upset, but I had no idea why, because I'm a dumbass. Why was he acting that way? He had seemed fine on the New Year's Day and during winter break too. So why now?
時間がいるのかな。
Time?
なんとなく。
Nanaka smiled sadly as she spoke. I felt bad that it was upsetting her so much. I won't forgive you for this, Wataru.
吉行くん、
What is it?
今からちょっと時間あるかな。
Practice had been a lot shorter than we expected. My only plans when I got back involved doing my homework. Sure.
じゃあ、寄ってほしいところがあるの。
Huh? Nanaka didn't answer as she kept walking. She still seemed sad, but she forced a smile. Where was she taking me? Misakoshi Hospital? Oh, I remembered that I'd seen her coming here before. She must be coming to see someone.
今日、行くって約束してたから。
So we finally gonna see this mysterious person? I see, but is it okay for me to come along?
面白いよ。
Fun? What's so fun about visiting a sick patient in a hospital? The hospital was very modern despite the fact that it was on a small island. The last time I came, I'd been in such a hurry to leave that I didn't even notice.
カッチカッチ。
She beckoned me, grinning. There was no sadness left in her smile. And then she stepped in front of a door. The nameplate read Kohinata Yuzu. A private room? Wow, this person must be loaded.
誰だ
I heard a young girl's voice from inside.
私だよ。ナナカ。ナナカ。ナナカ。来てくれたのか。うん。約束だもんね。
That face.
やったー
There was a little girl inside the room. She looked about 5 or 6. She looked utterly thrilled to see Nanaka. She immediately jumped out of bed and bounded straight towards her. Let's have a look-see here. Menu. So I'm guessing it's you?
兄ちゃんなんて嫌いだゆずに任せろ
Yeah, it's definitely you. So that just leaves you then. The only character on this list that we haven't seen. However, she fell before she could reach us.
大丈夫ゆずちゃん
She's laughing? Wasn't she supposed to be sick or something?
私のお友達の小日向ゆずちゃんです
Kohinata...
ゆずです
Blah.
こちらは桜井義之くん
Nice to meet you, Yuzu-chan.
よろしくなよさおきくん
It's Yoshiyuki.
牛行
Yoshiyuki.
兄ちゃん
Well, alright. At any rate, she seemed like a perfectly healthy little girl. Why on earth was she in the hospital? Well, you know, some kind of things can't really be seen like that easily, you know. There are illnesses that you can't just look at and just be like, oh, I can see it. Some illnesses are a bit different.
ななか何あれやってあれ
What were they talking about?
じゃあちょっとだけだよ
What are you doing?
ゆずちゃんをこう抱えてバックドロープ
Whoa! They both collapsed onto the bed. Hey, Nanaka! Hey, she's supposed to be sick, right? You shouldn't be doing that to her. But she had such a healthy laugh. Why the heck was she in hospital? And why was Nanaka backdropping her? I felt like the world was upside down.
今日は1回だけねもっと
I like to be German suplexed.
ダメまた看護婦さんに怒られちゃうよわかった
Yuzu-chan nodded to Nanaka's words and gave her a proper salute. She seemed so heartwarming and hardworking. What a fun little girl.
じゃあねななかお歌歌って歌この間来てくれた時歌ってくれなかったからそうだったねあの時はお医者さんとか周りにいたから今日もダメか
Nanaka glanced over at me bashfully. I want to hear it too.
兄ちゃん知ってるかななかはとっても歌が上手なんだぞ
I know, I'd love to hear it if you wouldn't mind, Nanaka.
聞きたいじゃあ少しだけ
Will we actually hear it though? She stood up and closed her eyes. Then she took a deep breath.
君のその手に宿る絆の証
Then what's with the music accompaniment in there, man? I mean, I know it's for extra effect, but try singing without the music accompanying it. It's very different to how she talks, but that's usually the case with singing, isn't it? Her voice was so clear and beautiful. It was so beautiful that it had instruments attached to it as well. It penetrated my heart. I could hear drums, bass, and a guitar. It was different from the way she sang in band practice. It was so much more gentle. She seemed to be loving it so much. If there were angels, I was sure they sang just like this. It was smooth as silk, like a babbling brook, like the song of birds. All the sounds that soothe the soul. Then ends abruptly.
すごいナナカすごいありがとう
Yuzu-chan and I gave her a big round of applause. Nanaka smiled shyly. I'm so impressed, Nanaka, that was wonderful.
そんな大げさだよヨシユキくん
I'm serious.
マジだナナカに座布団10枚だ座布団
That's how wonderful it was.
そうだそうかありがとうねじゃあ今度は兄ちゃん
What? Me?
お歌
But I'm no good at singing. And anyway, I wasn't about to follow Nanaka.
兄ちゃんは何もしないのか
Come on, throw some lyrics at me and I'll randomly sing it.
お兄ちゃんは歌は歌わないかな
Well, he doesn't, but I do. Maybe it's not all that good and all, but I sing. Usually like an idiot because I'm shy. I'm like you, Nanaka, except not with the, talented singing. I feel more comfortable singing like an idiot than singing in a very serious way where I'm actually, trying to sing properly. I always feel awkward when it comes to that.
意外と役に立たないな
What? I play the guitar, man! So what if I can't sing? Playing a musical instrument is good. Urgh. I wasn't going to let some little girl call me useless. I'd have to do something to impress her. Fine then. I might not sing, but I can do animal sounds. Well, that's random.
ヨシユキくん
Bah! Bah! What do you think that was?
カエル
A frog goes ribbit, ribbit. Bah! Bah! Is a goat.
ヤギってなんだ
What?
ヤギさんは真っ白くて眠そうなお目目をしてる草を食べる優しい動物だよ
I would have thought sheep before goat, honestly.
おーめー
What? So it goes bah, bah, but actually pronounced meh, 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 meh. Seriously, that's just... What? Doesn't make any sense. You got bah, and then it actually comes out as meh, meh. That's it.
次は
How about this one? Roar! Roar!
ライオン
That's it. Good for you. Even though it sounded nothing like...
恐竜の声は
I think I mentioned it before, but our dog Sam, like the early days that we had him, like when he was upstairs, I think we were trying to pick him up to take him downstairs because he just can't handle the stairs for some reason. And when we tried to pick him up, he roared like a fucking lion. I was like, holy shit, did you hear that? A dinosaur? Let me think. How should I go about that one? Well, I guess that could work.
それ恐竜の鳴き声
Well, the only time they've ever had like dinosaurs was just like they don't know how they actually sounded. Just like Jurassic Park, for example, they just mixed a bunch of different animals into it and just like made their own sound out of it. But that sounded like it could have been a dinosaur. I think so. Mine sounded more legit though. Nanaka and I played with Yuzu-chan for a while. I can also make voices, you know, goofy voices and sinister evil voices. But that's about it. Well, the other voices I can make, but those are the main two. The time went by. When visiting hours ended, we said our reluctant goodbyes to Yuzu-chan. She waved to us as hard as she could as we walked away. We left the hospital with a promise to visit again. One interesting girl.
でしょすごくいい子なんだよ。
Want to hear my sim impression? Rob Lubica! Donaka laughed gaily. Her happiness was infectious.
私ね、学校で嫌なこととかあったら、すぐにゆずちゃんに会いに行くの。そうしたら、帰る頃にはすっかり嫌なこと忘れて、笑ってるんだよ。
It's a weird thing, isn't it? I go to the hospital to cheer myself up. What?
ゆずちゃんからパワーもらってるんだ。
I understand. It was only my first time seeing her, but even I was feeling pretty great. It was almost mysterious.
よかったら、また一緒に行く？
But what is she in hospital for? Sure. Nanaka and I talked about Yuzu-chan until it was time for us to say goodbye. You're not even gonna ask, are you? Figures. I walked to school again with Nanaka. Our classmates kept looking at us and whispering, but I didn't care. I was sure they'd get used to it soon enough.
それじゃあまた後でね。
Okay. We split up in the corridor. She gave me a small wave just before she went into her classroom. Good morning.
おはよう。今日も仲良く出動か？
Dispatch.
いやいや、それにしても美女と野獣だな。学園のアイドルはインテリよりもお下品な野生児が好みだったようだ。
Gee, thanks. I was missing my daily dose of sarcasm. Wataru wouldn't even look in my direction. That's it. I've got to find out what's upsetting him so much.
まあ、人生いろいろあるさ。
Shit happens. Sugunami was trying harder than usual to cheer me up. I guess he noticed what was up between me and Wataru. Coco and I exchanged a glance as I took my seat. But she quickly looked away from me. Huh? What on earth was going on? I'm still dense, guys! As Grandpa Junichi would have said, what a pain in the neck. No, also what Yosuke would say, what a pain in the ass! Huh? I think Junichi was the protagonist of the original Dark Capo, but I haven't actually played the original one. Coco was standing in front of me, her eyes averted. What?
昨日は急に帰っちゃってその
It's okay. Well, there wasn't much point to practicing after that shit anyway. Suddenly I heard someone kicking a desk. It was Wataru. He was glaring back at me dead serious. What is it, Wataru? It's true, how the hell were we supposed to practice after you bailed on us like that?
うるせえ。
Huh? Fuck, whatever. I don't think the actual translation was that, but, you know, like you said, whatever.
それでね吉行
Do the Japanese even have their own... Like, do they have their own word for that? It's like some words in the English language that just don't exist in some other languages, like, you know? What, like, I don't know. I know, like, shit is basically, for Japanese, it'd be like kuso and, like, or something like that. And another, it's kind of weird to know, like, such a word in different languages. But I think Scheiße is shit in German. I only know that because of that freaking South Park movie. It's like, is it true you were in a German Scheiße video? Coco jumped as Wataru shouted her name. Whatever she had been trying to tell me, she closed her mouth and went back to her seat. Hey, Coco. What was going on? the class had fallen deathly silent, everyone was looking at us. Seriously, what the hell was wrong with him? I didn't get it. That's because you're not paying attention, you friggin' dumbass. Is it because you're just like so struck with love that you're overlooking such simple things? School was over. I headed to the music room and saw Nanaka standing in front of the door. Nanaka?
Yoshiyuki-kun.
What are you doing out here? Aren't you going inside?
なんていうか
She was thinking the same thing I was. About what happened yesterday. Don't worry about it so much.
そうなんだけど
This is how bands disband sometimes, man. It becomes like a kind of like when a relationship is in the band, and especially if it ends up being a love triangle, which actually is even more to that, since Wataru likes Coco, Coco likes Yoshiyuki, but Yoshiyuki likes Nanaka, and Nanaka likes Yoshiyuki, but Nanaka also is worried about Coco, and Wataru's also worried about Coco, and it's just like, god damn, what the hell, what a cluster, Andy. Only one, of course, that doesn't realize this is the protagonist. Let's go inside. I thrust open the door to the music room. Heck, Tsuganami probably already understands the situation. Alright, time for practice. Coco was alone alone inside the room. You know, why didn't you sit behind the drum kit and just, like, play guitar and drums at the same time? It's kind of impossible. It'd be really, I wouldn't say it's completely impossible, but it'd be difficult to do. I mean, you'd probably just, you'd be able to go with your foot like that, but that's about it. You'd have to stop playing the guitar momentarily for anything else. She seemed surprised to see us, unless you, have the drumstick in your freaking mouth and you're just bing, 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 bing. But man, that'd probably do a number on your freaking neck and all that, wouldn't it? Sorry we're late. The three of us set up our instruments in silence. Then we played in silence and realized that we didn't actually plug in our instruments. It had been 30 minutes since we'd arrived, and Wataru still wasn't there. I guess he was serious about quitting.
本当に板橋くんが辞めちゃったらどうするの
We'll just have to find another drummer.
そうだね
Hey, Coco. Coco finally looked at us wearing a vague smile, but her face quickly dropped.
あの
What is it?
何ここ私もちょっと抜けていいかな
I couldn't believe this. I never expected to hear that from Coco. Well, I was expecting it to happen sooner or later after Wataru left. Anaka and I looked at each other.
私が勝手にオンエアコロシアムにエントリーして二人にお願いって頼んだのにこんな勝手なこと言うのは間違ってるよねでもちょっと辛くて
Too much? Pat on the head.
ココだからバンドは無理なんだ
There was nothing we could say. Coco bowed to us and put away her bass. And she quietly left the music room. Nanaka and I sat there holding hands. We didn't know what to say. We didn't even think to speak. We'd found out that we're going to play for On-Air Coliseum around the end of last year. We had all been so excited. Nanaka, Wataru, Coco and I. We had made an oath that we would see it through. But then, why? Why was this happening to us? You know, this is all sad and all that, but at the same time, I just can't get over how freaking tense this guy is. Nanaka squeezed my hand very tightly, her eyes fixed onto one point as though she was working out a dilemma in her mind. Do you want to head home? She nodded slightly. It could still work, right? Just get an acoustic guitar. I had lost all motivation. There were so many things I needed to do, but I didn't care anymore. I'd been looking forward to the show so much, but it was too late. Our band was officially broken up. So I guess it's true, romance in a band could lead to it disbanding. Nanaka was worse off than I was. My dad shouting in the background as usual, it broke my heart to see her so sad. Are you okay, Nanaka?
なんだか楽しいはずの学校が変な方向に行っちゃってて、私が悪いのかな。
How could it be your fault? Wataru's the one being a jerk and Kogo's just going along with his drama. No, Yoshiyuki, hate to break it to you, but it's mostly your fault, if anything, for being so dense about the whole situation. Don't worry about it. It's like you forgot that kind of foreshadowing dream sequence he had. I held Nanaka's hand. She blushed.
吉行くんは優しいね。
But so dense. You think so?
だから好き。
Aww. It actually says that. My heart skipped a beat. She really was beautiful. We had spent a lot of time holding hands, but we hadn't done anything past that yet. Nanaka raised her voice all of a sudden. Her expression had turned shy. Had I accidentally said that out loud instead of just thinking it? Well, do you want to stop somewhere on the way home? Maybe we can do something. I tried changing the subject to cover up my discomfort. Nanaka smiled bashfully.
ゆずちゃんのところ、お見舞い。
Oh, that energetic girl in the hospital. Let's go. And make goofy noises.
なんだか来ちゃって
Mood
よ、ゆずちゃん。
instantly changes.
なんだか
Yuzu-chan cried out happy and full of life. She tumbled off the bed and did a somersault to sit at Nanaka's feet.
でんぐり返り。上手にできたね。
Nanaka clapped her hands.
あ、海牛も一緒か。
I'm Yoshiyuki. That laugh. Hi, Yuzu-chan.
こんにちは。まあ上がれ。お構いなく。
It's like she's holding a microphone because you can't see behind that flower, so the flower looks like a microphone to it. Yuzu-chan charged towards us as energetic as usual.
そういえばゆずちゃん、今日はお父さんは？父ちゃん、仕事で出られないって。そっか、お仕事か。忙しいんだね。でも、明日の朝は来るって言ってた。さあ、よかったね。うん。父ちゃん、またプリン買ってくるって言ってたぞ。ナナカも食え。やったー。ゆずちゃんプリン好きだもんね。好きだ。兄ちゃんは？
I like it too.
なあ。他には何が好きだ？
I don't know, I like most sweet stuff. You know, I'm trying to think here. I'm pretty sure there's been a protagonist or maybe some character, something that I recall, who's like, I don't like sweet stuff. I think it might have been Tomoya, actually, now that I think about it. You're like the complete opposite. What about you, Yuzu-chan?
イルカ。
Dolphins? Oh, we're not talking about food anymore.
あと、バナナと虫と台風とプールと。
Okay, now it's getting weird. I like bananas and bugs and hurricanes and swimming pools. Wait, back up. What did you say you liked? That's a lot of stuff. It's all over the map too. No, don't girls usually dislike bugs? Rumble. I heard someone's stomach rumbling. Was it because we were talking about food? Do the bugs count?
今のはゆずのお腹の中にいる虫が鳴った音です。
Yuzu-chan made the confession without shame.
お昼残したの？全部食べた。足りなかった。そっか。何か買ってきたらよかったな。
I knocked open the room's mini fridge, but there wasn't anything
プ
inside.
リンもないね。だから父ちゃん、明日買ってくるんだ。そっか。
Yuzu-chan held her stomach and groaned. An interruption. I looked at my right hand. I could summon her a Japanese sweet, but would she be allowed to eat it? Naka, is she allowed to have Japanese sweets?
大丈夫だと思うけど、この間大福餅食べてたし。うまかった。
Alright then.
よしゆきくん、どこに行くの？
I'll be right back. Well, I checked to make sure there was no one around. A daifugu popped up in my hand. I made 3 of them appear. You should just be a magician or some shit. It's like, and now I shall make candy appear. Boop! It was a convenient trick, but it also consumed a lot of energy. Really. Just like, I'm making candy out of my life force. And they didn't even have any wrapping either. It would look really suspicious to give them to her like this. Well, now they mention it, yeah. Oh. There was an older woman in the hallway. She must have been there to see someone else. She was throwing away a paper bag. It had probably had fruit or something in it. Excuse me, might I have that paper bag?
兄ちゃん、どこに行ったんだ？どこ行っちゃったんだろうね。
I'm back.
兄ちゃん！どうしたの？その紙袋。
It's a present for you, Yuzu-chan.
何？
Ta-da! They're freshly made dafugu. Whatever the pronunciation was.
わざわざ買ってきたの？
Yeah, I have one for you too.
ありがとう。お腹空いてたんだ。じゃあゆずちゃん、お兄ちゃんにありがとうって言おうか。ありがとう。
You're welcome now, eat up.
パッパッ。おいしいぞ。すごくおいしい。
That's good.
おいしいね。ね
I was glad to make them happy. We talked about so many things while eating whatever the hell. Both Nanaka and I forgot what happened in the music room. An interruption? You know, these days my door is like completely fucked. I think I've mentioned this before. But it won't close anymore, at least not if like you don't do what I do to make it so that it locks. Basically what happens is the lock bit gets stuck. It gets kind of jammed and can't move. But if you just like put your finger around it and just shake it a couple of times, it loosens and you can close the door again. Trouble is, my dad usually either just like does that and just says fuck it and tries to close the door and just leaves it just opening and just buggers off. Or he just like says, ah, fuck it, and just like tries shaking the door. So like, no. You go for the lock, you shake that bit, because that's the bit that's preventing it from shutting properly. My brother was the first one to figure it out. Sort of. I don't think he did the exact same thing that I always do. But he was the first one that was able to actually shut the door properly after it started screwing up. I remember I was playing Jurassic Park on the Super Nintendo at the time. I was like, why is the door not longer shutting? I can remember that day quite well. It was quite a while back though. But yeah, that's got nothing to do with it. Soon after I got home, Otne and Yume brought me dinner. On tonight's menu, Salisbury steak. Thank you for the meal.
はい、お おそ松様。
It's really nice of you.
いつもごちそうになってばっかりだから。私、洗うよ。ありがとう。
You may clear up the dishes and carry them to the sink. I stared at the TV with Otane.
ねえ、弟くん。
What?
白川さんとうまくいってる？
So even she heard about it. They probably would know the details better than you dumbass. I wish she hadn't. They're fine.
普通って？
It's just fine. It's only been a few days since we started dating, you know?
そっか。これからね。
Make sure you finally stop being tense, Yoshiyuki, or remember you'll go to hell. What are you trying to say?
板橋くんと喧嘩したって聞いたから。
What? How much had she heard? And who was telling her these things? Who told you that?
生徒会長さんを舐めちゃダメだよ。
We know more than you. We are the NSA of the school.
弟くんのことは全部筒抜けなんだから。
That's not exactly reassuring.
それで喧嘩の原因は白川さん？
What? Why should we fight because of Nanaka?
だって白川さんと付き合ってからでしょ？喧嘩してるの。
I had never realized it because I didn't even think about it because thinking's not my strong point. Well, I'm thinking all the time, but I'm just never thinking about the important things here, you see? So I saw the issue, but I didn't try to think about it too much. And so as a result, I ended up coming across as completely dense. That did seem to be the turning point. Wait, did Wataru like Nanaka too? You still dance, man, real dance.
あらら、そうきたか。
What?
彼女なんか作るから喧嘩なんかするんですよ。
And? Yume had come back from washing the dishes. She seemed a bit pissy. What do you mean?
しかもあんな可愛い学園のアイドルの白川さんと。
Is that why he's mad, or why are you mad? Why are you mad? Yes you are. Why is everyone making such a big deal of this?
まあまあ。でもいつまでも喧嘩は良くないわね。
You know, if it does turn out that he's mad not just because he's got a girlfriend while he hasn't, but also because he's making Coco, like, unintentionally feel, you know, just like, kind of, I'm depressed. So, like, he's like, I like Coco, and you make her sad. I will not let you get away with this, Yoshiyuki. If that's the case, then I was right on the money.
頃合いを見計らって、一度板橋くんと腹割って喋ってみたら？
By talk, you mean probably escalate into a fight where you, like, punch the crap out of each other, and then he's just like, listen, you dense, stupid idiot, listen to this! That sounded like a plan, but I couldn't talk to him until I knew why he was so upset. One wrong step could piss him off even more. I'm surprised it took you this long to even think about the situation.
バンドも一緒にやるんでしょ？
Well, sort of.
じゃあ仲直りしなくちゃ。
I couldn't tell her that our band had already broken up. It wouldn't change anything. This is all such a pain in the ass. Now you're thinking like Yosuke. Pain in the ass! 14th of January, Nanaka made me lunch again today. Sounding like an opera singer, we sat in the courtyard and ate together. A very poor one at that. Delicious as always, but my god, how long I've been recording. Like 32 minutes left on this freaking goddamn charger. I'm gonna end this part by playing, like, that one song, was it Sit Down, I think it was called? And it was weird. I was just playing like randomly chords like this. Nope, microphone's awkwardly in the way. I was just playing chords like that. It's like, yeah, I can make a song of that. And then I came across an actual song that goes like this. Which is basically E, like this. Then, like, when I saw the tab, it was exactly the same as I was playing it, except instead of an A chord like this, off the B string, make this type of A chord, play a B chord in a bar chord way, where it's like finger on the 2nd fret of the, I think, A string, D string, 4th fret, and the 4th fret of G string, and just strum all the way down, not just like this, but like this. Sounds nicer. But anyways, why did I just give like a random freaking lesson? Yeah, don't even know. But anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.